John Henson out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Lillard in the point. Now here's Harrell. Back to Wall. Here's DiVincenzo. 4 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. Here's Harrell. And he lays it straight in. Harrell's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Wizards.
When the shot's going up, it's fun to watch the way that Montrezl Harrell will attack a rebound. Crucial to this offense and his production.
Now here's Hood. McCollum outside. And count it from 19 feet away. Early part of the season, Brett, did you take a while to get back in the swing of things, or were you ready to go out of the gates?
In order to stay in the NBA, Kevin, no, I could not do that.
Right, yeah.
I could not do that.
You played 14
I know,
years.
But I loved coming into training camp, being in tip-top shape. It really was something I took a lot of pride in, is that I wanted to be going so that our practices for our coaching staff was something we could get through. Now, I understood the role of other guys on the team where it might take a little while for them to get going, but for my mindset and my confidence in the year, I wanted to make sure that the off season and the work that I was putting in, because that's where players improved the most, I was going to come into camp ready to go.
Here's Hood after the basket by Montrezl Harrell. Fires top of the key. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
You're right. Here's DiVincenzo.
Well, Portland being up there in the PNW, that's the Pacific Northwest, always means a lot of air miles. Matter of fact, they lead the league pretty much every year in distance travel.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Lillard scanning the floor. Rebound by the Wizards.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Right, you talk about all that travel for the Blazers. That can wear you down.
Well, interesting. The Blazers have done some particular things off the floor for their players, bringing in UV lights into the locker rooms, coffee before the game. It's very much hipster Pacific Northwest.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Beal's shot is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known. He's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
Wall against Lillard. A baseline J. Wall, no luck. Trailblazers leading by 4. And a wide open look for Hood. Offensive rebound. Pass to Lillard. Clock at 6. Another shot. And the rejection by Harrell. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Now Wall. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Man, these are great. It excites everybody on the team to see Montrezl Harrell do that kind of damage to the rim.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 8. A floater. He lays it in. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
All passes to Beal. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's McCollum. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Lillard misses. All with it. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more NBA action on 2K. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomed.
A lot of responsibility when things go bad.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
George is out there with Collins, and it's Mills, then it's Rodney Hood, and it's Trent in at the shooting guard. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Napier passes to Harrell. Over Collins. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Washington. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Well, it's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for them.
John Wall's huge supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise. And a moment now to look at the numbers for Mills. Last season's performance for him. Last year averaged 10 points per game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it. Right now, just not getting it done.
You often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, the favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately in any given possession the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do. Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the 3. If he goes left, he's spinning back. I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player, that's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting. Back to Zubac. Over Collins. Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And stolen by Harrell. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Good, can't get it to go. Wizards have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. White, wide open, he fires, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Yeah, they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Mills passes to Hood. Pass to Trent. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Go back to 2015, the Blazers lost 4 of their 5 starters in the offseason. So instead of rebuilding, they retooled around Damian Lillard, and what a piece to retool behind. Amazing how far they've come in the past couple seasons, where they've placed in the Western Conference.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Zach Collins. McCollum comes in for Hood, and Lillard subbed in for Patty Mills. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Wall against McCollum. Here's Trent. Goes back up. Aldridge's shot is good.
How about the stretch arms there of Aldridge? Awesome at using those to gobble up a second chance opportunity.
That's the Zubats. Here's Beal, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Washington shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
John Henson's checked in for Dario Saric. And both free throws good for Beal. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here is Lillard. 10 points for him. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Yeah, so do the quick short dribbles and then create some space. Try to guard that.
From deep, Wall, and the 3 ball is good. Wall's got the lead up to 6 now for Washington.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Here's the teardrop. Rebound by the Wizards. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
And that led to a few of their key guys spending long stretches of the game on the bench because of foul trouble. Hard to find yourself back in a rhythm when you do that.
Teardrop.
Going to make that shot, and for him it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And so it's the Washington Wizards. Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They really touched on the right formula in the second quarter as they were able to pull out to a 6-point lead before the halftime break. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
A guy who just continued to improve, Bradley Beal. The shot selection, the playmaking, the rebounding, you can count on him for a lot more than points now.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they're not matching up well defensively, giving up a lot of open looks, a lot of easy points. They're allowing a crazy high shooting percentage, 60% and up. Time to step it up quick.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Bradley Beal. Travis Berton's out there with Harrell, and it's Wall, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Aldridge missing.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to be lazy.
A good jumper with long arms, and it's that size that LaMarcus knows all that well. Doesn't want to give up any easy baskets. There are only 2 players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Now Wall. Outside Beal from deep 3-point range. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got 4 rebounds in this game. 3-pointer, Lillard. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
The ability to stop there and pull up from any distance. That's why Lillard's defenders have sleepless nights. Damian Lillard and his commitment to not only the way that he wants to play and wants to improve, but his commitment to Portland and this city and this franchise has been nothing short of remarkable.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And here's Wall outside, rebounded by Hood.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
McCollum outside. Lillard outside. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep. Brett, you think about Lillard's value not just to the Blazers, but to the entire community of Portland, Oregon. Outstanding.
Always great, Kevin, to see a superstar take it off the floor and want to make impacts in the community. Lillard has been amazing at the job that he's done here in Portland and has stayed committed to where this franchise wants to go and trying to bring a championship to the Northwest.
A different look now for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Henson. Charge comes in for Rodney Hood. And Mills in for Damian Lillard. The Wizards also changing it up. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Beal. White comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for John Wall.
Terrific instincts defensively as Zach Collins able to reach over and get that one.
And that mid-range jump shot discouraged for many players, but not for C.J. McCollum.
I love the way that C.J. can just wind his way to spots on the floor and speeds up when he wants to, not when the defense is asking him to.
And the Wizards making a change here. Zubac is checked in. Harrell kicks to White. Now here's Harrell. He's got 8. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coach has always talked about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Napier feeling it out a bit. Washington needs to get a shot off here, and that one is good from Zubac.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by Portland.
Now here's Mills. Napier covering. A 3 from McCollum, and the Trailblazers another 3.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now in the game.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Trent's checked in. Smith checked in for the Wizards. The pass to Milton. Harrell trying to free himself up. A shot by Milton, no good. And here's McCollum for 3. Drills it from outside. And now a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
43 seconds left to play in the third. Smith the pass to Napier. Over Collins. Good. Nice play there from Napier.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Now here's Mills. Covered by Smith. 17 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Trent. To the wing on the left. Here's Sharch. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And so it's Portland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. George is out there with Rodney Hood. Then it's John Henson. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Lillard, the pass to Saric. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Wizards trail by 10. Passes to Bertens. Wizards passing it around. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Hood deciding where to go with it. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Beal's shot is good.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Both teams will make substitutions. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. His point to them was that they put themselves in a position to succeed and that this is their game to lose. So he needs to see full concentration out of every guy on the court to finish this one off. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And that one is off. And it's Portland the other way. Hood kicks to Lillard. Pass to McCollum. On the arc. The Trailblazers rebound. And he gets it to go. 6 points for Aldridge.
It's an underrated strength of LaMarcus Aldridge, able to power in the shot even when being fouled.
Lillard against Wall. With some arc. Count the basket. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Lillard, the pass to Hood. Back to Lillard. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Wizards. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. And Beal kicks to Wall. To the left wing. Here's DiVincenzo. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Now just a 3-point Trailblazer lead. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 1:51 left to play here in the fourth. Rebounded by the Wizards. Here's Wall. And that one good.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possessions is way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them get back in the ballgame.
Wizards making a switch here. Harrell's checked in.
He's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Aldridge down low. Bertans defending, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Interesting to see how LaMarcus Aldridge has embraced more and more of a leadership role with this team. He knows he has what it takes to guide this team to higher heights.
It's scores the first, and that gives them the lead. And so he drops them both. It's a two-point ball game.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
Ball against Lillard. The shot from the low post is good.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Lillard, the pass to Aldridge. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Aldridge has got 6 here in this quarter.
Man, you combine the physical with the mental, and Aldridge impresses when it matters most.
Lillard against Wall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points. Shoot 2.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1.
The love and passion. Wall is a game changer, a competitor through and through.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. For Portland, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Back to Lillard. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Here's Hood. It counts.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. 36 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Big ball. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Ball against Lillard. Here's Harrell. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. And so they foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, I love to watch Lillard play. He's from the Bay Area. That's where I'm from. Did you know that, Kevin? I mean, I'm a Bay Area product. We could talk more about that later. But he's fearless, heartless. He usually saves his best for last. It's Lillard time in the fourth quarter. That'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Buries it from outside.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're in front by 2. 7 seconds left in the game. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Wall kicks to Beal. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Congrats, Damian, on the win. What does this game say about your team?
I think, first of all, it says that, we got to learn how to keep a lead. We can't let teams put us in that position at the end of a game when we play so well. But
all right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.